Good morning, grade 6. Welcome to the greeting. This is the first ever broadcast of the greeting done remotely from my apartment in Sherbrooke. So it's a pleasure to be with you all this morning. Let's get to it. All right, so for our first edition of the greeting, I want to introduce my co-host. Some of you know her as Bailey. I have described her as Sweet Baby Kajoopy or Boobity Bebop Boop Boop Kajoop. She'll be helping out in the show when she can, and she's going to give us some help in giving you the best greeting that we can give you each and every week. All right, so today is April 13th, and we just celebrated Easter. My first question for the greeting is, what did you do this weekend that made this weekend a little bit different from other weekends? Think of anything. Hey, where are you going? Yeah, so looking over the cooking that has been done over the past couple of weeks, I am seeing some tasty things here. Pizza, spaghetti with 3-meat sauce, sushi. Is that homemade? Pizza, hot dog, hamburger, poutine, eggs and pasta, ham quiche, fondue, lasagna, lasagna, tacos, and my personal favorite, craft dinner. We here at The Greeting take our audience very seriously, and last week we took some questions. Now all of these questions have been turned into a card, so you can see here, lots of cards. It's not raining money, it's raining cards. And each week I'm going to answer 2 or 3 of them in no particular order. Right, so let's look at what we got here today. First question. When can we get some of our things? I'm going to let your teacher, Mr. Johnson, answer that. What was the question? Oh, yeah. That's one of those questions that we don't know the answer to yet. So that question should go back into the question card pile and maybe be picked next week. And maybe we'll have some more information on when we can get our things. Thanks, Mr. Johnson. It's unfortunate we don't know the answer to that question yet, but as he said in his interview, at any time we could get that information, and we'll make sure that you hear it here on the greeting. All right, next question for today. Will we come back to school before the end of the year? Fantastic question. Now, there are a couple of provinces that have closed school for the remainder of the year. New Brunswick is one. We know that Alberta is doing the same thing. But for Quebec, we don't know that yet. As of right now, May 4th is the answer to that question. Great question. Again, we'll put it back into the pile so that we can answer that question next week, if possible. Next one. My brother asks, how are you doing? Well, you can see that I'm doing well, minus the change here and here. One of those is real, by the way, but I'm doing well. 4 weeks inside, lots of time outside too. No golf, no teaching. I would love to be at work right now. I'll be very honest with you. But other than that, I'm healthy, eating good food like you, and happy. And that's what matters right now. All right, so we're back. We're at the Ring of Knowledge wall, and we have winners from last week as well as last week's answers to review. So if you remember, last week was a snack. Can we get that up on the screen, please? Thanks. So it was a snack, and the answers are here. So there was bacon, cheese, muffin, broccoli, hummus, egg, salt, and pepper in that tasty treat. So the people who got that right are, if we could get the camera over here, please. So last week we had Kaylin, Liam, Fernando, and Vinny. And the winners of the first Ring of Knowledge are up there as well. Also a snack that was pictured. Juno, Mathilde, Chelsea, Max, and Xavier. Congratulations. All right, so we're closing down the greeting for the week of April 13th, but let's take a look at this week's Ring of Knowledge question. So I'm here with our Ring of Knowledge for the week of April 13th. So based on last week's numbers, we looked at how many of you slept in and how many of you didn't. 15 of you said you did, 8 no, and 2 people did not complete the greeting. Do the greeting. For each, I would like you to find one equivalent fraction, its percentage, and its decimal. So I want you to find these 3 things for each fraction. So you should have 9 answers for this week's greeting. Good luck. So as we wind it down, this first televised greeting in the history of the world, I'd like to say a couple words to close. First of all, I miss you very much, and I hope you guys are doing great and healthy at home. So it's really important to acknowledge that and to reach out if you need anything. I hope you all have a great week. This has been fun, and we'll see you next time.